Okay, so what you're going to want to do is...
These are the colored buttons.
These are the colored buttons. We're going to keep you on easy.
There was no introduction from Ed Sullivan. There were no screaming fans hanging on our every note. But this week, a team of writers and editors from Time magazine, with a little help from our friends, day tripped over to the MTV Games studio in Times Square to test out the new Beatles Rock Band game.
You're just singing.
I can make fewer mistakes there, but more noticeable ones.
There you go.
2, 3, 4. It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog. It's been a hard day's night, I should be sleeping like a log.
That's Christopher Porterfield on the left, playing bass. As a young Times staffer, he covered the Beatles' first American tour and wrote the 1967 cover story on Sgt. Pepper. Richard Corliss, Times film critic, is singing in the middle. He saw the Beatles perform in Philadelphia in 1964. Leo Sachs, a Grammy-nominated music producer, is on the drums. And Time writer Gilbert Cruz, the only one of us who knew his way around Rock Band, was George.
When I'm home, feeling you holding me tight, yes.
So how do you play the game? Watch for the cascading gem on the track that corresponds to your instrument. Press the button or hit the drum when it drops, and you've hit the note. If you miss it, you might hear a little dissonance, but more likely you just won't hear anything at all. It's a very forgiving game.
Now I know why my son told me that in rock music, the bass line is everything. Certainly everything to me.
Visually, parts of this game are stunning. The animated version of I Am the Walrus had us all captivated. The game is smartly organized from their first performances at the Cavern Club,
So how could I dance with another?
to the Ed Sullivan Theater, to Shea Stadium, to Budokan, inside Studio 2 at Abbey Road,
Come together right now over me.
and finally on the rooftop at Apple Corps' headquarters on Savile Row.
Don't let me down.
The curious thing about the Beatles is that for most of their 8 years together, they weren't really a rock band. They weren't really a performance band either. They couldn't hear themselves over their screaming fans. But their early songs, like I Wanna Hold Your Hand, make you want to sing along, and Rock Band gives you the means to do it.
Now let me hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand.
The game includes 45 songs and little intro dialogues, compiled from actual Beatles studio chatter. And if you do well, you'll turn up little trivia treats along the way, like rarely seen rehearsal footage, and a full recording of a Christmas greeting the Fab Four sent out to their fans in 1963.
Finish now with it. Wishing everyone happy Crimble and a Merry New Year, and especially all the ones who paid the subscription.
Ja, das wird und Dankeschön und den Grüß und eben, ja, den Grüß und Wiederschön. Ja, das wird wunderschön, boy. Dankeschön.
The game took a little getting used to for those of us new to the concept, but we got the hang of it soon enough. Even though you're scored on your accuracy, this game is much less about competition than about coming together. Plus, the Beatles can't sound bad, that's just a fact. And we all agreed that it's awfully fun to be the band for an afternoon. Once the game comes out, we could even see playing it 8 days a week.
I wanna hold your hand.
This is Radhika Jones for Time.com.